What's up, guys? Sean Dalton here with another daily recap. You are looking at my position statement from Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade's trading platform. On the top left-hand corner, you can see it is April 2nd. Bottom right-hand corner, you can see my profit and loss for the day. I made a little over $2,800 today. And my overall profit and loss year to date, a little over $81,000. If you watched my last video, you would know that I started this account on March 3rd. So when it says profit and loss year to date, really that's since March 3rd. So during the month of March, I made about $77,000, and then I've made about $4,200 during the month of April so far. So these 2 days in April. Unfortunately, I forgot to record my screen yesterday, so that's why I didn't post yesterday. Didn't record it, so I don't have that position statement available, but I did record it today, and so we'll go over a few of the trades I made today. A few of my winning tickers, as well as a ticker I traded that I lost money on that I really shouldn't have been trading to begin with. So hopefully you guys can learn something from that. Again, like in the last video, showing my overall profit and loss year to date, and the spirit of transparency. A lot of people on YouTube claim to make $100,000 per trade, yet they don't show their position statement, their P&L for the day. The trades they make, their P&L for the year, they don't show anything. They just say they make this money, and in reality, they're lying. They're just trying to sell you courses, trying to sell you bull crap, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to trade. So I'm gonna go over, like I said, a few tickers today. Overall, not a bad day. As I said in the previous video, I struggled the last week and a half of March. I lost around $9,000. I was up $85K for the month. Drew down to about $77,000. So, definitely not complaining. I'm happy with making $77,000 in a month, but a little disappointed that I had that drawdown. And as a result of that, I did kind of reevaluate my strategy, reevaluate how I'm going to tackle this market. I think the first couple weeks of March, it was a very bearish market. It was easy to jump in and short stocks. Stocks were falling $4, $5, $6 during the day. Whereas now, we're in a very choppy market. A lot of volatility, a lot of what I would say spoofing, a lot of spoofing going on. So I'm seeing large orders on the bid and the ask. When the price gets there, the orders aren't getting fulfilled. They're just disappearing. I've seen that on quite a few tickers, and I can even validate that by looking at the candle. So I'll see 300 on the ask, which is 30,000 shares, and I'll see that 300 disappear. I get stopped out. I look at that 1 minute candle. It didn't trade 30,000 shares. Obviously, whoever had that order there removed it. So I've been seeing a lot of that, and then per usual, I've been having filling issues with Thinkorswim. Not sure if it's my internet connection, because I am on Wi-Fi. I'm not plugged directly into my router, so that maybe that's why I'm not getting filled immediately or at all sometimes. But that's been a struggle. I missed out on quite a few trades today because I couldn't get filled. I would try to jump in and short or go long 2,000 shares. It wouldn't work. So I would try 1,000. It wouldn't work. I would try 500. It just wouldn't work. So unfortunately, I missed a few trades, but still made $2,800 today. Part of my solution to the past 2 weeks was to take smaller share size. So when I show you my trades today, you're actually going to see that a lot of these trades were 500 share lots, 750 share lots. A couple times I did trade 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, but still I made $2,800 trading share lots that small. You don't need to trade 10 or 15,000 shares to make $10,000. I made $54,000 in 1 week during March, and the biggest position size I ever took in one ticker was 4,000 shares. So you don't need to trade 10 or 12,000 shares. It's way too risky. You're gonna have way too much leakage on that. It's just not worth it. So I can make a video too going over how I reassessed what I was doing and what I was going to do differently going forward to make sure that these losses would stop. I think I I had 4 red days in a row the last week of March, and then I took 2 days off because sometimes that's what you need to do. You just need to step back, take a mental break, don't trade for a few days, come back in, hit it fresh, and that's what I did. And I've had 3 green days in a row and $4,700 in those 3 days. So, it sucks, but the hardest part of trading is honestly it's the psychological part, and it sucks to hear because you can't. It's hard to study your own psychology. It's boring to read psychology books about trading. It's not fun. It's not like reading charts or evaluating charts or tracking statistics. It's just not. It's not fun. But in reality, that's 90% of trading is learning who you are and how to overcome your weaknesses to become a better trader. So, and that's another video I can make in the future, is how I evaluated who I am as a person and then devised a trading strategy around who I am that fits with who I am as a person, because that's going to be really important if you want to have any success in this. Extremely important. You can't have a trading strategy that differs from who you are as a person and your personality. It's just not going to work. You're always going to feel uncomfortable in your trades. You're going to be super stressed out all the time. It's not going to go well. With that being said, here in a couple seconds, we're going to jump into the tickers. As you can see on the left-hand portion of your screen, that's my watch list. So, as I said in a previous video, I carry over my watch list from day to day, and then I'll add a few tickers, drop a few tickers. Nothing special, nothing crazy. But my thought process is, if it moved 20% yesterday, it's probably going to move 10 or 15% the next day. So that's why I keep it on my watch list. And some of these tickers I trade every single day, and you kind of develop a feel for the ticker, which is good because you know when to get in, you know when to get out. So with that being said, let's jump into a couple of these tickers. All right, guys, I'm going to very briefly go over these tickers now. The first one is Fifth Third Bank. So these guys used to charge me fees all the time when I was in college on my checking accounts. So it's nice that I was able to make some money off them. Made about $740. Bulk of the move came from a short in the afternoon. Between like 12 and 1, a lot of stocks tanked. I don't know if it was because of the GE news that came across the board or what. But a lot of stocks tanked, this being one of them. So I shorted it at 1428, 2,000 shares, covered at 1417. Move was primarily made based off level 2 data. Saw a huge number on the ask, came in, shorted it, put my stop right behind the ask. And we're going to jump over to, let's see, ON next. And on ON, same case, the bulk of the move came around that lunchtime period, so around 1:30. Again, I saw a huge number on the ask. I jumped in front of it, shorted the stock, put my stop right behind that huge ask, trailed it down. And that was probably, again, about a third of my gains for the day. The other gains came from miscellaneous longs and shorts throughout the day. Just taking advantage of discrepancies on level 2 data and, chart patterns. Again, I trade primarily based off chart patterns, candlesticks, and level 2. And then I like to see, volume and MACD moving averages. That's kind of my second tier of indicators that I use to determine whether or not I want to enter a trade. Level 2 is the biggest key, though. So next, CTL, I'm just showing you this because learn from my mistakes. I lost 116 off this. Look at this chart. It's extremely too choppy. Should not have been trading it. I had one move, again, around that 130 time frame. That move you see, middle of the screen, was 19 cents. So not worth it. Learn from me. Don't trade charts like that. Way too choppy, guys. And that's something I need to work on is, not reaching. If I don't see a setup I like, I just need to sit on the sidelines. It's the hardest thing to do. It's something I'm still trying to learn. I really have a tendency to force trades sometimes. So recognizing your own weaknesses, addressing them, and controlling them is a key to success in trading. So that's going to conclude this video. If you guys want to see more, if you want the videos to be more about the charts and less about just the daily recaps of me telling you what I traded, let me know and I can spend more time going over the charts. Not sure if Thinkorswim has like a playback feature. Maybe it does. I can look into that and see if I can like show you the actual level 2 I'm looking at when I make these trades, so you can see what I'm looking for, and we can do it that way. It's probably more educational, and obviously I think you guys want to learn. So let me know what you think about that. I can do that moving forward. And if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.